Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to another Monday, another Deal It Up challenge. I'm going to try and shuffle these cards, but there are 4 left. There's only 4, and then the Joker will be the last one. So 5 weeks left in this challenge. I'm just going to go, I don't know, is that a shuffle? Not really, but it's as good as it's going to get, my friends. So today, we're doing a queen, the Queen of Clubs. Right, the alternate make. So I hope you all had a great weekend, a really nice weekend. I had, it was quite a nice weekend. It was quite tiring. Out all day Saturday, did a bit of op shopping. You know I did. Visited my mum to celebrate her birthday, which was the last week. And yeah, it was just nice. Did a bit of shopping for the food bank, dropped that off. Yeah, it was a nice day. But it was tiring, you know, just being out and about. A masterboard is the alternate make. So if you don't want to join us in making a faux playing card, which is essentially a journal card, then you can make a masterboard using the following 3 prompts. So if you're new to this challenge, just keep watching and it will all become clear. You guys get a bit of grace in terms of thinking time. So I pull the prompts and then you can do it at the same time, or you could go away and have a think about it, what you want to do. Whereas I pull the prompts and then I jump straight into making. So sometimes it's, doesn't go according to plan, or sometimes I don't even like what I make because I'm just doing it as I, right in front of you. I've got no thinking time really to consider what I might do or what I might use to make it super stunning and pretty. But most of the time, I'm quite happy with what I do, with what I make during this. Grungy style. Ooh, now that would be interesting. Grungy masterboard. That could be quite fun. I don't typically do the masterboards during this challenge, if that's the prompt that comes up, because they take time. And by the time I've done the faux playing card, I kind of think I haven't really got enough time to do a masterboard. So I'm thinking again today I won't be doing the masterboard. Often do like a pocket or a tag or a banner or something if that comes up, because it's quicker. But a masterboard takes a little bit extra time, doesn't it? So I won't be doing that today. Not on video anyway. I'm quite intrigued actually to try a grungy masterboard. I've never tried a grungy masterboard, I don't think. Anyway, let's pull a card from this. Enough chit chat. I always seem to go for the middle of the pack. I don't know why. I guess I figure it's like midway, so it must be random enough. Geometric shape is that prompt. So that's fun too. That will work well with grungy. You can pair any shape with anything really, can't you? I'm busy thinking hearts. What if you did grungy hearts? I don't know if is heart a geometric shape? Does that classify? I don't know if it does. It's a shape, but is it a geometric shape? It's kind of like a triangle with rounded corners that goes into a dip in the middle. Is that a fair way to describe a heart shape? I guess it kind of is. Anyway, I'm talking such rubbish today. I do apologise if I'm boring you to tears. Right, let's go that one. Again, I went for basically the middle of the stack. So, last prompt is brown paper, which will work perfectly with the grungy theme. Okay. Right, got my base here, so I'm going to start. First things first, to decorate the back of our faux playing card, I always stencil, and I usually pre-choose my stencil, and I think maybe this one I'll go straight down the middle, like that, and I have chosen to do it in blue. So this side of the card does not have to meet the prompts. Apart from the Queen of Clubs. That's the essential part for the back of the card. If you don't want to do the Queen of Clubs, then you can just use it as writing space. You don't need to put anything on the back. You collage it with writing paper. You could put a little focal image or some text or a stamp or something if you like. But you can just leave out the Queen of Clubs aspect if you're not interested in doing a faux playing card. That is perfectly fine. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. That was a good choice, I feel. Has nothing to do with the grungy geometric shape brown paper prompts. No, nothing whatsoever. Okay, so we'll grab out a Q for the Queen. Not a letter I use a lot of, to be honest. Right, our block, and we need black ink for the, well, let's turn the Q around the right way. Black ink today for the black suit. Yeah, I still haven't got the Q round the right way. That's probably quite important to get it facing the right way. So which way does the Q, I had to actually, being perfectly honest here, I had to look at the card to see which way the Q goes, because I was just having a blank. It's like, that looks wrong. Why does it look wrong? Because it was round the wrong way. Okay, so Q for Queen. No, I don't need to put the lid on my ink yet, because we've still got to do the club. So just give that a wee wipe. Okay, grab out the club. Cute little, I love, absolutely love these cute little suit stamps. Oops, let's ink you up nicely. I might go diagonal, just on a whim. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bit croaky. I think it's because I had some yogurt, so it's left me with that, you know, that milky throat. I don't know if you get that, but I do. The milk kind of makes you go croaky. Well, it makes me go croaky anyway. And I think that's what's going on there. So sorry, I might have to do a bit of throat clearing every now and then. Have a wee sip of tea, that might help too. I've already pre-distressed around the edge, save doing that on camera. Just put my little club safely on its plastic in its bag so I don't lose it. Get rid of that. And that, we don't need the block anymore. Okay. Oh gosh, I wish that would go away. Okay, so cat food box is usually what I use. That's what I have here. And I've got way more of these cut and prepared than we actually need for this challenge. So Queen of Clubs, I am putting that up. I've done masterboard, I'm not going to be doing, so I'll pop that up and concentrate on these 3 prompts here. So brown paper, let's grab some of that. Ooh. So this is all my sort of plain type scraps. So there's some packing paper. It's a bit of coffee dyed, and coffee dyed, it's brown, isn't it, or tea dyed, so you could use that as well. Bit of my lovely brown paper that I love, love, love. Bit of a paper bag. I think that, yeah, it's a different brown. That's probably enough. Don't need to overdo these things. So do I want to add anything else? No. I'm going to collage my base all in brown papers. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with the smaller pieces, I think. Might want to use that vertically. Yep, let's put that on vertically. So I'm going to grab out my glue pages and a glue stick. This one's almost out. Oh yes, very, very close to the plastic, but I have another one standing by, so if we use this up, we'll be all good. And I expect we will. put a bit of this. I don't want the text so much, so I think I'm just going to off at the head. Sounds a bit gory, doesn't it? Yep, put that bit there. Oh, yep, no, we're down to the plastic, so let's switch over to a fresh one. Whoops. My collection of old glue sticks is falling over. This paper, because it's got the holes and it's got a little bit of glue residue, it's chewing up my glue stick a little bit, which is not great for a brand new one. Yeah, on the side it's got even more of the glue residue from being pulled out of the diary. So it's a little bit lumpy, but it's okay. It's fine. I don't mind it. That's a little scrap of that, I think. Yeah, it's not big enough, so we'll pop that one aside and just grab from this. I might want to put this on first, do I? A little bit of a tag that I backed with it. It's got a little bit where I cut into the tag slightly. Might want to go that way, I think. Chapter 4. Just make sure I glue the side that's got the little white residue on it. Glue that side down rather than have that facing up. Would be a good idea. That, and now just a piece for the top corner. So if you are one of my newsletter subscribers and you are wondering, you probably haven't even noticed, wondering where the newsletter is for November, because of my computer issues, it really put me behind. It is mostly done, and I'm hoping to get to the computer, which is now fixed, after I've recorded this video, and perhaps get it sent out as I'm recording this, so you may have it, you may have received it. If you would like to be on my newsletter list, to get a monthly newsletter, so I only send it out once a month, then do pop down into the description box and click the link and you can subscribe to it. Yeah, you're most welcome to, and if I haven't got it out straight after this video, then you would get December's one, you wouldn't get this month's one. But if I haven't sent it out yet, if for some reason I didn't get it completed before this video went to air, then you would get this month. So it comes with freebies, with a discount code from my Etsy store, and just some bits and pieces, you know, some fun bits, just a light read. It's not very long. I try and keep the newsletter very short, and it's broken down into sections, so you can read every section or just the sections that interest you. Has links to all of my bits and pieces, of course, and to other freebies. So the newsletter gets a newsletter subscriber only freebie every month, and then the next month after that you get another chance to grab it if you either weren't subscribed at the time or you forgot to, and then that's it, then it disappears. So you're most welcome to join me on that if you would like. If you don't want to, that's fine too, no problem. Okay, so we've done brown paper. Geometric shape. What am I going to do for geometric shape? Have I got any punches that, apart from circles, I could do circles. Just looking at what I might have available. I've pretty much got, like, I've got a horse on my desk, I've got a train, I've got circles, my whale tail, a dragonfly, and circles. 3 different circles. I don't know today whether I want to do circles. I love circles. I just don't know if I'm in that frame of mind today for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because I do circles all the time that I'm wanting something a little bit different. What am I going to do, my friends? I'm thinking, actually, do I have a stencil that might kind of circles? I'm trying to get away from the circles. Honeycomb, that might work. It's kind of a hexagon. Is it a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a hexagon, kind of a squished hexagon. That's a possibility. Got these sort of, this is a hand cut one, they're kind of rectangle sort of, but it's kind of not speaking to me right now either. Some of these need cleaning. They've been used for coffee dyeing, and they look disgustingly dirty, but they clean up super easy. I've just been lazy. And then we've got animal prints. Okay, shall we do a grungy honeycomb? It's as good as anything, isn't it? So I might need my backing paper here again. Let's put the lid on the glue stick. Do we clear up of what I've already got sitting around me? Now, grungy. What colour grungy do I want to do? I'm immediately going browns, black maybe. Vintage photo, of course, is, you know, fair option. Do I want to inject a bit of colour into that? I think I would like a bit of colour. Oh, do I want to do red? Okay, I'm starting to get an idea forming. I just needed a bit of kind of talking through the process to try and figure out what I want to actually do. So I'm thinking maybe some aged mahogany, maybe some ground espresso, some vintage photo, and then do we want to add some red to that? I think that might work. Let's play. So I'm going to need some brushes or sponges. So vintage photo's fine. I've got aged mahogany and ground espresso. So we need the red. Right, so that one will be for red. Right, pull the sleeves up. Let's get into this. You know, pull the sleeves up means we're down to business. I think I'm going to start with the vintage photo, possibly as being one of the lighter kind of shades, if you like, or colours. So ink up my brush. And I think I'm going to layer the stencil, but I think I'll also layer some papers and things on top as well. So this is probably going to be quite a layered process for this particular card. Oh, I am actually really liking that. Okay, we might come back to the vintage photo, I don't know, but let's try maybe some red. Switch my pad there. Now this is a clean one, so I need to give it a bit of a workout to get that. Oh, well, that's actually picked it up quite nicely. Right, and I don't want the hexagons to line up. I want them to overlap and create depth. Oops, my stencil definitely needs a clean. Can you see how red that stencil is? It's quite funny. Right, let's clean it before we add another colour. Let's grab a wet wipe. It's like there's something on the surface of the stencil that's adhered to. It's quite weird. Maybe I've used it with modelling paste or something and there's some residue, because it's not actually wanting to come off. Oh well, keep going then. It'll be fine. Just give it a wee dry off. Right, aged mahogany next, I think. Sort of working up to the darker colours. I love aged mahogany. It's such a beautiful colour. Oh, it's actually looking a bit too similar to the red, the vermilion. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's showing up in its intensity. Oh, we got some grunge happening. That's making me happy. It's, I think, coming off of the stencil, rubbing off whatever it is, modelling paste or something. I really like that. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Let's change now to ground espresso. Give it some nice dark patches. Oh yeah, nice. I'm having a lot of fun, my friends. I hope you're enjoying watching. Yep, so I've basically plastered the whole thing with the stencil, but moving it around so that it's not like the same pattern just in rows, that it's got a bit of depth to it, which I really like. Okay, and it's actually got quite a lot of colour going on. I'm really happy with it. So I'm also going to use it's got a little bit of red transfer on the pad there. Use the ground espresso around the edges to give it a nice deep dark edge there. Adding that grunge, because remember we're going grungy. I haven't yet thought of a focal image, whether I want a focal image, so I'm thinking maybe a bee might be appropriate given the hexagons, but I'm not sure that I want to use a bee or that I can find a bee quickly. So we might use something maybe vintagey sort of inspired, which I feel goes really well with the grungy aesthetic. Okay. Right, I want to put a geometric shape on top of that. Again, what shape do I want to use? A circle. What colour? Actually thinking I've got some waxy paper here and this beautiful red, and that would work well with those colours, so I'm not sure how well it's going to punch. I might try doing 2 layers and see whether that will. Actually, I'm just going to crease it in half rather than try and hold it in place because it's quite slippery. So fingers crossed, wish me luck that it doesn't. Oh well, that worked really, really well. Still got a little funky edge there that didn't properly cut, but I was kind of expecting it to get caught up and stuck in the punch, but it didn't. Maybe another one. So I'll do another 2 just because it seemed to like the double layer. But we probably only use. Now what do I want to do? Do we want to use 4? If this was a 5 of clubs on the back, then doing 5 would actually work, or 4 would kind of mirror the back. But queen with circles, I don't get the relationship, so I'm going to ignore that. What do I want to do? I really don't know what I want to do, friends. Again, a 3 of something that would look quite good, but just seems a bit too contrived. Maybe the problem is I need different colours. Don't think this paper would punch very well, so I'm going to punch more red circles. I will keep the circles. They'll go into my little pot of punched out shapes to use for something. Oh yeah, no, it didn't like that, my friends. It did not like that at all, even with the waxy paper. It just completely... Oh, I can't even get it now. Yeah, didn't even punch it all the way out. That was a failure. But it did the top and bottom okay. Those 2 red circles, perfectly fine. This paper in the middle, a mess. So that was utter failure. Okay, will this be big enough? This will punch okay because it's a thicker paper. So that's okay. Okay, maybe something like that. I'm still not sure, but I think I need a focal image of some sort. Haven't got very many stamped images in this, but you might find something that works. Actually, I was thinking I would fussy cut this if I wanted to use it, but I'm now looking at it thinking actually a rectangle might work well. It would tie in with the geometric shape. I haven't stamped it straight on the paper, but that's okay. We're looking at grungy here. It doesn't need to be perfect. Which gives me another thought. I'm wondering whether I need to actually grungify these circles a bit. I've got some spare, so let's play. Just kind of like maybe even scrunch it up. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not... Oh, look, it's gone all... Where the waxy stuff is, it's gone whitish. That's actually kind of cool. Let's do this one. This one won't go white because it's not waxy. But we can crinkle it and take a... Actually, do I want to leave that attached? I think I'll leave that attached. And then maybe take another little sliver out. And then this one, scrunch again. Another tear somewhere, maybe fold it in. Do I want to hide that behind? Like a secret key. Not sure. Okay, I need to glue these down, I think. I need to commit. I'm going to see what the ground espresso ink's going to do. It might not stay because of the waxy surface. Actually, also wonder what will happen if I go like this. Not a lot, apparently, although it's knocking back that white a bit, but Is it just going to come off on my, yeah, a little bit. I don't think it's really taking the ink so much. So maybe we'll just do the brown circle, because I know that will work. Get in those tears that I made. And I'm going quite hard because if I tear it again, or if I whatever, it's only going to add to that grungy aesthetic. Hit some of those creases, bring those out. There we go, lovely and dirty. I'm not going to bother with this one, even though you can perhaps see the difference. This one has the white's not showing so much, and I think it just transferred the wax to my dauber. I think is actually what happened. My sleeves are slipping. Okay, is tacky glue going to work? I'm going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work with the waxy. I could just use that side instead of that side. I might do that. Just forget that I even inked it. Now I want to keep some of those wrinkles, some of that texture in. I don't want to flatten it completely out. So I'm going to kind of try and put it down and pinch it a little bit to bring those, some of those creases up. So kind of like I want it to stick right down, but I also want some of that texture still in there. Oops, yeah, I'm actually chipping some of the wax off with my fingernail. Interesting. I've had it for ages, this paper, but it's not something I've really used. And I recently came across it again. It's like, oh, I should be using that. So I'm just beginning to play with it, and it's a interesting paper. Love the colour though. Colour is gorgeous. So hoping this tacky glue will hold it sufficiently with its smooth surface. Okay, and then this one can sit over top and hopefully hold some of that down. Kind of thinking, do I want to add any textile to this? Covering over that tear at the bottom of this one, but never mind. Never mind. Again, I'm just trying to pinch some of those wrinkles, creases up. Okay, so far so good. The trouble is now I don't want to cover it with anything. I also think this needs, do I want to give that a maybe less pristine edge? Get a couple of chinks out here and there. Maybe a folded over corner. Again, I'm not worried too much if I damage it because we're going for grungy. I hope I'm talking loud enough. I hope you're okay hearing me. I feel like I feel in myself like I'm being quite almost too laid back, but I guess I'm in a kind of a thinking frame of mind. I'm busy contemplating, and I think it's translating to not speaking perhaps quite so loudly as I might normally, although I'm not normally a loud speaker anyway, to be fair. So I've a little bit of brown. Could put a little like tabby bit at the top. Do I like that? Do I wanna, what I think bothers me is one side's frayed and one isn't, so let's fray one of those sides out a bit more. Quite like the way that curled up. No, let's straighten it out. You can have these thoughts and then you can choose not to follow them if you don't want to. You can change your mind. It's all about experimenting and trying things. And that's part of this challenge is, you know, sometimes we have to go outside our comfort zone in this challenge because the prompts aren't our forte. They're not what we would normally do. But that's a good thing. You know, because you might find something that you actually really enjoy. Yeah, no, that's not working for me after all that. I do apologise for taking the time to do that and then rejecting it, but I love this dark brown. To me, that says more grungy. Actually, I wonder, can I do it into a bow? It's not really a material that you would normally put into a bow. No, that's just going to look messy. So another option is if I just do like a wooden knot, but a single knot. Just thinking. Is that silly? Do I want another? No, I don't think I want another circle. Just that. I think my idea where my brain says will work, it would work, but not with this. But I like this. I like that it's really dark, which ties into the grungy, I believe. But I just don't quite know how to use it. It's about actually exactly the right height for the card. So it's kind of telling me that it wants to be on there. I've just got to find the way that works, that makes me happy. I don't know, guys. I'm really struggling with this one. Maybe I just haven't found the right thing, even though I like this. Maybe it's just not meant for this. Or maybe it's the key that's the problem. Maybe the key's just too small. Kind of like that there. It fills in a gap to me. Okay, I am going to glue that on. Hopefully my glue line's straight. I'm just using tacky glue. I think that should be fine for adhering it. Don't think it's necessarily got a right or a wrong side, so whoops, it is a bit curly. That's the only thing I'd say. So it's wanting to kind of flip over on me. Okay, it is a little long, so let's trim that off. And I'm going to throw that tiny little scrap away because honestly, I don't know how I would ever use that tiny wee scrap. Oh yeah, that's already stuck really well. That's not going anywhere. I kind of want to use this because I've spent the time making it grungy. Okay, another idea. I don't know what I can find. I want like a piece of natural string or something, but I don't know what I've got. Give me a moment, please, my friends. I'm going to have to dive into got like embroidery thread. There's a brown one in there. Let's try it. Let's just try it. I don't know how much I need. And I might completely ruin this. I want a bit of a hole. Okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm all over the place right now. I'm not talking a lot. I just want to make a hole in there. Maybe about there. Whoops. And I might actually, thinking about it, use the needle to thread the embroidery cotton through there. I'm just using all 6 strands. I've definitely got way too much thread than I need, but that's okay. Maybe that there. That in a little knot if I can. Got a very, very dirty finger, I can see. Combination of glue and ink always makes an interesting stain on your fingers, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to stop overthinking, because I feel like this is taking me far longer than what it should. Some days it goes like that. I think I'll just put a little bit of glue under that wee flap and glue it down. And then I want to put a bit of glue on this knot. And kind of glue it onto that trim there. Right, just hold that down for a short moment. Yeah, I like that. Now I'm thinking finish it off with a word or something. So I want a really grungy looking word. And I'm sure I've got some, like these ones are they're coffee dyed, so they're quite grungy, but I'm not sure that I want the word inspiration. I want something horizontal. I don't want vertical. Enduring. Hooray. No, I don't want hooray. I wonder. I've got home here, stamped multiple times on brown paper, and I kind of like the key to home. I'm wondering whether I want to put 3 of those on. Okay, let's ink it up. Put some ground espresso on. Give it some scrunch. A bit of extra grunge. It's fun playing with grunge. I don't do it nearly often enough. It's not a style I immediately turn to. What about yourself? Do you like working on some grungy things, or is it something that you just doesn't come across your radar? You know, it's not a style that you might consciously think of doing in your normal processes. Right, just want to again keep some of that texture of the creases in there. Oh, haven't managed to keep much of it in there, but a few little bits. Okay, that will have to do. And it's not straight, but the paper it was stamped on wasn't straight, so it's probably was fighting a losing battle with that. Okay, that's my card for today. I have such a mess, you wouldn't believe, or you might, like containers everywhere. I'm just trying to uncover my cards so I can review for you. So we have a Queen of Clubs as our faux playing card. Masterboard, if you want to make a masterboard instead or as well, you might want to make a grungy masterboard and then make your faux playing card out of that masterboard. That would be a cool thing to do. So brown paper, get rid of the fluff off that, geometric shape, and now it's floating around my desk, that bit of fluff, and grungy are the creative prompts. So there we go, guys. That is, I believe, the 102nd episode of the Deal It Up Challenge. And I don't know how many in this faux playing card series. We've got 4 left to do, so this must be 48th. Yeah, I think 48th. Wow. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Have fun with the challenge if you want to participate. I would love to see what you do. You can always use the hashtag DealItUpChallenge. And I'll see you tomorrow for the Trashcraft Tuesday video. Take care, my friends. Bye for now.